Hello everyone, today I'm gonna present you the different evolution scenario of convergent, coevolution and adaptative gradation. First, we are going to speak about convergent, secondly about coevolution, and finally about adaptative gradation. For each of them, I will try to define the concept and give some example to illustrate. The first one is convergent evolution, and we can define it by saying that when the same adaptation evolved independently in different lineages of species under similar pressure. My first example is the sugar gliders and the flying squirrel. So you can see on the right the sugar gliders, so this way, and the flying squirrel. So the two are from different lineages and don't live in the same biomes, in the same biomes but not in the same area, but they develop the same ability to glide, to move from one tree to another. My second example is about the anteater and the numbat. So the one is living in South America and the other one is living in Australia, but the two developing the same long sticky tongue to be able to eat the ants and thousands of insects on one leak, with one leak. Now let's speak about coevolution. So coevolution can be defined by saying that that's an iterating evolution of different species in such a way that the evolution of one species directly influences the evolution of the other. And we can divide in two parts, the mutualistic one and the antagonist one. The antagonist one are the antagonistic one, are the one, the prey-predator relation. And for that I will take the example of the honey badger, blaireau in French, and the honeybee from Africa. When the honey badger evolved and developed some long claw and a thick skin to being able to attack hives and eat the honey, the honeybee, to defend themselves, created some pheromone that they develop when they die to urge the other bees to attack the predator, the opponent, the attacker. When for mutualistic coevolution we can speak about the acacia ants and the acacia trees. Why the acacia ants protect the acacia trees from herbivores to eat all the branch, etc. We have the acacia trees that offer an habitat for the acacia ants. As you can see on the photo, we have a nest, so the acacia ant have his child on the hollow. Now let's speak finally about adaptative gradation. We can define by when it's an animal or a plant conquer a new territory and then evolve because of the environment and macro changes. So my first example is about I forgot his name, sorry, the Hawaiian honey creepers. So as you can see, we have two honey creepers. They live in the same territory in Hawaii, but one is eating nectar and need a long curved beak, while the other one eat insects. The second example is a cricket. One is pale, bright, and have a high reduced vision because he lived underground, while the other one is a normal one. They both live in Hawaii. So in conclusion, what can we say? I think we can say that a convergent evolution is when two different lineages evolve the same way because of the same pressure, the same habitat pressure, because of predator, because of need. We can say that coevolution is when one species directly influences the evolution of the other with the prey-predator relation. If a predator becomes too strong, the prey has to evolve to survive. And the adaptative radiation, it's all about macro changes and the environment that influence the species. Thanks for listening to me.